Now, it's not the mac and cheese, the cranberry sauce, the turkey, and all the other stuff. But you know what it is, man? It's peaceful. And
It is.
I gotta quote Proverbs. Man, I wish I would have had this pulled up. But the book of Proverbs, in there, Solomon says something like, "It's better to have just a morsel of bread," something like that, and basically have peace. And man, that is
Yeah.
so true. That is so true.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
I'd rather
I'm
have
not
that
impressed.
sandwich.
And I don't want to make this come off to say that this is we're bashing on women or anything like that. It's not a matter of that. It's just a reality that I'm talking from a male's perspective and what provides peace. I've been through it. Dev, you've been through it. I mean, I got two kids. I got a one that was great, fantastic, best one you can think of, and one that was yeah. Mm-hmm.
Camera
They were
froze.
good
Camera
at it.
froze
Yeah.
there. Camera froze. Yeah, that's what
No,
it
that
was.
wasn't a freeze. That was a pause. Yeah. I'm gonna make a point. Yeah, pick one. The one in the middle. But yeah. So it happens. It happens. You're gonna get them.
Oh, keep talking. Let me go ahead and make sure my order is good. I told you I have my order coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out real fast. Keep talking to the audience. I'll be right back.
Okay. No, but so it's important to make sure you have those things identified and put in writing, because it'll come back to bite you. Like Deb pointed out, make sure that you have an opportunity. Even put it in writing if you want to. Some of these things can truly be all in writing, or you can leave some things up to interpretation or revisit later. But saying something, hey, we revisit this every 3 to 4 or 5 years, and to renegotiate different times and things of that sort. I mean, holidays, weekends, Christmas. I mean, school breaks. I mean, because they fall in different times, and even when the kids have times off, who picks them up? You need to also talk about those types of things. Emergency contacts. If you're involved in your children, please be on their emergency contact. That's extremely vital when it comes to these types of things, and even during the holidays. Sometimes they may have a holiday break where maybe you can do some chaperoning of your own and do some things with them on those holidays and stuff like that. So definitely be open, because the ideal is here. We talk about peace, but you also have to present what's peaceful for your children. You are setting the precedent for them. You don't want to show them that it's always going back and forth, bickering and fighting with the mother. And you got to be open. And remember, children only know what you teach them. And if you teaching them that this is the way to be, that's the way they're going to be. All right. Don't raise no son husbands, or what we call it. I don't know if we got daughter mothers. I don't know what that situation is.
Right.
But gear your children to be not a menace to society, and know how to be respectful to others. But it starts with being respectful to themselves and to you all. So
Good stuff.
parents, that is. So
Good stuff.
yep,
And
yep,
I,
yep.
I'll add, I think, as you noted, it's not about bashing women, because here on the Iron Father show, we do not believe that men and women are the same. So I always say, I don't hate a fish for swimming, and I don't hate a bird for flying. So because of that, there are just some battles that we aren't going to win as guys. So when it comes to the feeling battle, obviously the woman is going to feel bad if she's not with her kids on the holiday, and kids pick that up. So of course they want to comfort her. If you're getting divorced, you realize now you are going to be looked at as strong and you can make it regardless of how much pain you're feeling. But everyone, including the church and probably your own family members, are going to run and comfort her. That's just how it is. And that doesn't make her evil, but that just means that her expressing her feelings is the same way that it's no different than if a woman's screaming. If we scream, people run away because it's like danger's happening. If a woman screams, people run to her. Two totally different reactions, how we're wired. So that being said,
Good analogy.
this may be an area where you may be able to don't shut down. Don't go to where you're not going to share how you want the holidays to go. Let your kids know and let her know. Because if you just act like I don't care and you don't make me no difference, and then she takes the kids and they go do their thing, don't be mad when the kids aren't coming through. Like we already discussed, yeah, once you put your viewpoint out there, your feelings or whatever we want to say, yep, The very thing you put out there is the very thing that's going to probably be used to hurt you. But at least, especially if the kids are of a certain age, you can let them understand, as your father, it's very important that you spend this time with me. I really want to see you on these days. Because like you said, with the kids, when they do get 18, 19, 20 years old, they're going to flip it back and be like, well, Dad, you didn't seem like you wanted us there anyway. Because you hid the fact that you really did, you know. And then if I can offer a suggestion, and feel free to throw one in there as well. As I started off saying, I started off setting my own holidays. And like you noted, set up your own things. It's your house. It's your house. So whatever your holidays and how you do holidays now that you have your own new family, which may be you and your new girlfriend, your new wife or whatever, it's the new rules that you set for your place, not what the rules that were set with your old family. And the kids are going to have to learn, hey, things a little different now. And that's okay. So maybe you might start doing things on Christmas Eve. Maybe Thanksgiving isn't that big of a deal. And since we're talking about the holidays, I know for me, New Year's is a big deal. You know, my kids met my girlfriend on New Year's Day. I told them, you know, I don't care about Christmas. They knew that. But I said, y'all know all your life, New Year's was the day for me. Because if you died 1 minute after the year change, automatically your tombstone changes and gets amended. You know, that's another year. That's how we mark things. That's why the birth year is so important to me. So that was important that, okay, now I would like all of you to come over for that. We don't have to do Christmas, and that's okay. And I think that took some pressure off of them, at least I hope, that they don't have to worry about what house they're going to go to. But again, all of mine were 18 plus. But I got to say, man, no matter what age they are, it doesn't get any easier. Because even if they're 18, 19, 30, if they all go over mom's house with their new wife or their new husband, and they go over on the grandkids, you touched on this with vacation. I'm going to tie it into work. The hard part is if you say, hey, let's get together on this date. Well, Dad, you know, we got to work. Wife got to work. Kids are in daycare. Sometimes the holidays, that's the only time you can spend time with everybody. And if they go over mom's house, yet again, you trying to fit in, maybe Father's Day. Because usually your daughter is going to be with her husband on Father's Day and the grandkids, and your sons are going to be busy getting Father's Day, hopefully celebrated by their wives. And then their wife will take them over to his father-in-law's house or the guy or her father's house, even if they're dating, and you still like, dang, where do I fit in this equation?
The male side, you can forget about it. The kid, the son's father, forget about it. You know, I agree with it. But you know, we haven't even talked about some people. Some of us travel for work. That impacts parenting time. Mm-hmm. So back to make sure, and holidays, you know, don't get me wrong, holidays as well. So that comes into play too. If you get certain holidays off, like sometimes some companies I've worked for example, get the last 2 weeks off. Some of them get the June and July, a week or so in throughout the year. That's vacation time. Maybe you want to go take a trip. These are the types of things you put in your divorce decree, your parenting time, so that you can already have that stuff baked in. Even if they go to school, you can still say, hey, that's the time I'm spending with my kids, period. It doesn't have to always correspond with the children's schooling schedule. It doesn't. Mm-hmm. It's whatever you want it to be, because at the end of the day, you're still that parent and in charge of those kids just as much. Hear what I'm saying? Just as much as she is.
That's right.
So you have just as much rights. And make sure you ask for, don't forget about consideration of legal and physical custody. Legal is when you make the decisions as well, equally with her. Physical is where they reside with you physically. Yes. So those are two differences. Make sure you understand that there are two correlations or two categories in dealing with the kids, legal custody and physical custody. They can have two different meanings or it could be the same.
Mm-hmm. That's good, man. That's very good. Very good advice. Very good advice. I'm going to piggyback as just a word of caution to gentlemen when they are in this. Be a man of your word too. because I think sometimes, again, we get mad that, well, the woman planned this and she's like tripping. Well, why do you want to come get the kid and whatever? And it's because the dude may not have said when he's going to pick the kid up or when he's going to pick the kids up, even though they might have something on writing or maybe they don't have. I mean, woe to any man that doesn't have anything in writing, but I'm sure a lot of you guys may not. And so if she doesn't know how to plan her schedule, and like you pointed out, that's important because it's still about the peace for the kids. And this is where it's no need bickering with her if all you had to do is tell her, hey, a week out, these are the plans that I have. Now, again, and you made me think of it when you say at work, because I thought of some guys that may get called into work or something like that. And that is totally, she needs to understand that as well as vice versa. She needs to get that. But a lot of dudes, y'all knew y'all had the days off, or you knew you had to work. And then you just may at the last minute be like, oh yeah, I'm not coming over. And then it's like, maybe even the kids were looking for you. Be a man of your word, because especially if you were in the home and you set that pattern that I'm going to be there on Christmas, or I'm going to be there on Thanksgiving, the kids got to go through that adjustment as well. And so they're going to be expecting you to be there. So don't let your new hot piece of tail, maybe she's 35, 30 years old if you're over 55, but otherwise don't let that one keep you away from your family, because that's when your kids do have a right to be like, Dad always spent each holiday with us, and now he's with young Susie and the young Sue. That's when it's like, no, you got to make this work. That's a way to lose your kids over your new flame. And that, I don't care how hot Sue is, that may not be worth it, my friend. May not be worth it. You set a pattern with those kids, keep that pattern going.
Yep. Very, very good. Very good. Yeah, definitely be a man of your word. For sure.
Yes. All right, man. Well, we put another one in the books. Thank you for your expertise and knowledge in this area. I always appreciate it, brother.
Hey, man, thanks for having me, man. Nothing but good times. I love the conversation. For sure.
Yeah. Matter of fact, hold on before we go. What are you going to eat tomorrow on Thanksgiving?
Man, I wish it was a Chinese joint that was open.
I thought you said they always open.
But I live in the boondocks. Yeah, I live in the boondocks. The place that it was a Chinese joint that was here. It was real good. Yeah, they closed.
Man. Well,
I'll figure something out.
Let me break down to you what I'm going to have.
Oh, here we go.
Break this down, boy.
Let me get the list.
You ain't even got to write it down. You going to remember. Matter of fact, maybe you can get there before they close. I went to Walmart, got these $5 subs. I'm going to eat half. I ate half today before we started recording. I'm saving the other half for tomorrow, man. $5 sub. And then I might just make me another one on some pretzel bread. Or I might go ahead and make me a salad. I don't even know.
Pretzel bread.
Now, I love that pretzel bread. Now, it's not the mac and cheese, the cranberry sauce, the turkey, and all the other stuff. But you know what it is, man? It's peaceful. And I gotta quote Proverbs. Man, I wish I would have had this pulled up. But the book of Proverbs, in there, Solomon says something like, it's better to have just a morsel of bread, something like that, and basically have peace. And man, that is so true. That is so true. Because I'd rather have that.
Oh yeah. And here's the thing: Thanksgiving, I don't think everything is closed. I think they open like on Sunday. I don't think.
Yeah. A lot of places are. Yep.
Yeah, so you can always go grab you something. Oh man, I gotta eat dinner.
Yep.
We gonna get that sub.
That's it.
Hey, Little Caesars, I love me some pizza, man.
There you go. I didn't think about treating myself to some pizza on Thanksgiving. I'd rather have that over turkey any day.
Turkey be dry sometimes if you don't know how to cook it.
Exactly. I'm a ham guy. I do like the ham on Christmas time. And we're going to talk, we'll probably touch on this topic a little bit more during Christmas, because we got to get into the finances, the money, things like that, because Christmas opens up a whole other Pandora's box. But this is a good overview for sure. Right. Yeah, that's going to be our show in and of itself. So, all right, man. Thank you very much, sir.
Happy holidays to everybody.
Yes, sir. Same to you. And I'll just let you all know. Again, I'm splitting the fitness stuff over to Built After 50. If you want to follow and you want to work on getting your body together, look, the holiday season is coming. Y'all know I can't go without saying, why in the world are you gonna wait till January 1st? You know the success rate with that isn't good. DM me now if you want to start getting your fitness game going. And if you need a coach to really make sure your macros, the things you're going to eat, we keep that under control so you can hit the new year with some momentum. And you don't have to think about what I should eat, how am I going to do this, where I need to exercise, what exercises do I need to do, how much. Let me handle that for you and take that load off because you got enough on your mind right now. That's going to be on Built After 50, but definitely contact me at Join Iron Father if that's your interest. Otherwise, the main thing, again, this is the main channel we're going to be focusing the fatherhood content with, as well as, again, men over 55 or over 50 getting divorced or have been divorced and they're dealing with issues like this. If you want some coaching and you need some one-on-one and want to dig deeper into your particular situation, email me again, joinironfather@gmail.com. Go ahead and reach out to me. You can also find me at The Iron Father on Instagram. Feel free to send me a DM there, and let's continue the discussion and talk about some things to help you get through these holidays. Because, I'm going to talk about, like I said, I'm going to go in this a little bit further, but even men and self-deletion during this time of year is no joke. And this is the time where a lot of guys do feel lonely. They may be able to make it through other parts of the year, but this time of year really hits. And so if you need someone to talk to and have these conversations, don't hesitate to reach out. So, all right, y'all, until next time, thank you again, Derek. We will holler at y'all on the next roundtable.
All right.
Peace.